You mind if I film this? Yeah, but just like the size, like I feel like it has like that. I don't know, especially with the cargos, dude. That's those are heaters.
Oh my goodness. I see my mom helped me get the recipe for it, but I definitely enjoy like making like Italian pasta, like Creole kind of basically. That I definitely enjoy like grilling, like marinating meat, like chicken or something.
Yeah.
I really took an inclination to baking now a lot as well too. I like baking. Made this orange cake the other day. Pretty fire.
Orange cake.
Yeah.
That's fire.
You have to make the cake. Obviously, the vanilla whatever kind of base cake. Ice it, but then the detail of it is like you have to get navel oranges, peel them all back like an apple, and you carve out the pulp of the orange, and then you squeeze the remaining pulp. You bake the cakes, yada yada yada. Make a couple layers, like maybe 2-3 layers. Ice it. Put the orange pulp on top of it with the drizzle, and then kind of just keep stacking, and then boom, you got like a big old layered orange cake with the orange pulp on top. And you let it sit in the refrigerator for like a couple days, and then it comes out and it was pretty delicious, super juicy.
Wow.
Oh man, of course. I mean, that's just where all my essence comes from. Do you know what I mean? Like, I mean, I've always been homebody. I always understood like Southern hospitality. I've always understood like, my culture to just be really just sympathetic, empathetic, and always just understand that like we're all the same, man. Like we all need food, shelter, nourishment. Like, we all need that, man.
Yeah, true.
And then like and then a part of me like I like to go out my way. I like to like feeding homies, feeding family in general. Like it's a dope feeling. It really is. Every day you want to be reminded. You want to remind yourself that like shit does happen. Things do happen in this world, but like as long as you got food in your tummy, you're fed. You got people that love and care for you. You got a job. Like you can get your ass up and fucking work.
Yeah.
It's a fucking blessing,
dog.
Dude, that's a blessing, man. It really is, man. So, like for example, let's say like I'm 25. Yeah, I'm 25. The whole year I'm 25. Yeah, I'm 25. Dude, you're 26. Oh shit!
That happened to me this year. Cause I turned 28 this year, and I still think I'm 27.
So I believe I'm 28. Yeah, I'm sure. I believe I'm 28 years old. Yeah.
Gotcha, okay.
I believe I'm 28 years old.
Hell yeah, man.
I'm here. I enjoy torturing you right now.
Right.
It's fine, but for the most part, it's like people just like at an early age. I feel like people don't understand how to actually slow down. Like we're always just quick to react, and even myself, like I'm quick to react sometimes, but I didn't know that like I had the understanding of like you don't have to move like that. You just slow the fuck down. It's just also how you were taught, when it comes to form of how to like hand-to-hand combat, So. But yeah, no, like I'm a kickboxing instructor. Yeah, no, it's fucking tight. It's really tight, and I love that I get to teach a passion that I used to do, or like learn back in the day. But then also like my new passion is just sound design, culture like this,
Yeah.
But who's to say that you can't do both,
No, true.
I get it, man. Like no, I feel like I'm like a jack. I've done like a jack of all trades type of shit. Like I've done logistics. I've done industry shit, when it comes to like customer service and stuff, and really understanding people. And I mean, in all, we're always going to involve ourselves with being around people and working around people. But that's how we always grow and learn, for one another and for ourselves. It's just cool where all this music shit goes, man. You think that you only want to make this genre, you only want to be in this lane, you only make this lane, but then you're just like, well, I enjoy all this shit. Why don't I try to make some of that shit that I enjoy, Yeah. I mean, getting into like making like drill subs, like the we went like shit going like that. So I've been heavily on that.
What DAW do you use?
Ableton, and then man, I'm blessed when it comes to like all the gear I have, man, and all the plugins. Like shout out to the homies, for real. Like all the homies, will look out from sample packs to plugins and stuff. I feel like a lot of times as producers, you have to go out your way and find the knowledge. You have to go out your way. find the knowledge, retain it, even though how simplistic it is, you have to like kind of evolve it, and you continue to evolve it into your own emphasis of your own emotion and your own artistry, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's just where I've come to grips with it right now. But in hindsight, all again, it's limitless. There's no right or wrong to this shit. It's just however you feel to do it at your own time, your own pace. You know, people who are in it for like the money right now, like good luck, man. Because like in the end, all this started with just a good time, a party.
Yeah.
Like everyone just wanted to party, have a good time. They wanted to just hear good music on a good sound system. They wanted to challenge each other and be like, who has the better shit, as far as like who's spending more hotter plates and shit.
Yeah.
But now it's a money hunger game, you know, like hey, I'm not knocking it at all. I just think that there's more to it than that. And then like the funny part of it all is like being blind to the fact that like the underground's the underground because it's the fucking underground.
Yeah.
The underground has never went mainstream. But then like everyone's thinking that being mainstream is the hit of it all.
Yeah.
But we're forgetting the culture, the love, the actual sound system, like vibe that we all want to be a part of versus like, I don't know, that mainstream shit just feels fake to me, you know what I mean? It really does. And don't get me wrong, like there's some fun stuff with it. There's a lot of fun stuff with it, but I think stick to the roots, remember your history, study your history.
Yeah.
You know?
Some of the big things too.
And then evolve with it. What are you barking at, Bubba? Raindrops are falling on.
She's gonna grow up to be a little bit bigger though, right?
No, you can tell by her paw size that's the best she's gonna get. Like probably.
She's like a mini version of the Shiba then.
I guess so, man. She may get like another, I would say another like 5 pounds of good meat on her,
Yeah.
but like I don't see her getting bigger because of her paw size. Like you can just tell by the dog's paws like how big they'll get essentially.
That's so funny.
They'll kind of like grow into it themselves.
Yeah. I have 4 cats, so.
That's what's up. I would want a cat, man, but it's just unless I have that space, the space litter box, the little thing, then I don't really want one.
Yeah.
Oh, I love cats though, man.
Yeah, the cats' names are Goku, Luna, Frida, and Frida Kahlo.
They gotta go home, man. That's all I look into. Like my biggest stress in my life is truly just them, and that's kind of a blessing in its own, man. Because you know a lot of people struggle to fucking eat every day. You fucking have a bed every day, you know. But no, I just worry about them, just making sure they have a good life, you know, and me doing the best that I can to give them a good life.
Yeah.
On top of that with my music and shit. But
How old is he?
he's a good 6 years old now. He's a good boy. Big old boy. He's a good big brother, man.
What kind of?
Taking care of like one of their dogs like a lot. But I mean, like, come on, come home and the dog's just there to play with. You know,
Yeah.
why would I want to like hang out with them? You know, when I got nothing else to do. So I'm just like, hey, I just went to the humane shelter. I saw this dog here. I think you might really like him. And for some reason, I just jumped the gun. I was like, yes, bring him home. They brought him home, and my girl was just like, what the heck are you doing, dude?
So was he a puppy when you got him?
He was like a good 6 months. Yeah, he was he was almost skin and bones, man.
Damn.
Yeah, but he I could just tell that he just had a good heart in him, man.
Yeah.
So through a lot of
Yeah.
diligence, we got him to where he is now. But yeah, man, no, I don't regret any of these animals, man. They definitely keep me sane and low key my ghostwriters for music and shit, for sure. I don't write my music; they ghostwrite for me. And I'm only gonna give credit to where it's due, and then like the work ethic that I see.
Yeah.
I want to give a big up to 2 homies that I definitely appreciate and always look up to, and always kind of like aspire from afar, just because I see the work ethic and the culture that they're bringing. But I would say the homie Season 1, Paul, and the homie Dopamine, Amin. Dopamine just dropped a fucking dope ass funk tape.
Oh, nice.
Really fucking dope shit, man. So yeah, I respect him. If I could name a bigger artist just past him, obviously, that is local to Atlanta, I would say Nicky Nair. Nicky Nair is really dope when it comes to the sound. Yeah, man, no, just that different EDM shit that like no one's really used to when it comes to just that breakbeat type of feel.
Yeah.
So I would say those 2 guys, and then plus Nicky Nair are the big up inspirations that I'd really love from Atlanta. But that's not even the main roots of like, you know, DJs and EDM for me, man. Like I definitely was inspired from a lot of hip hop background, R&B background, you know. Without that swing and feel and groove, you know, I really want to embody myself as my artistry without any of that shit. Because the earliest memory I had of music for myself was probably I'm in the back seat of the car singing a song to my dad, you know, and then my dad's just smiling at me, and I'm kind of embarrassed, like, why are you looking at me, you know, singing? Yeah. But I thought it was really dope because, of course, it's just, you know, melodic, it's singing, you know, it's R&B, you know, so that's really where my lot of inspiration comes from.
Oh.
Y'all want to gas up and I can show you those two after that?
Yeah.
Alright, cool. Living the life, man, honestly. Blessed. Truly blessed. I don't have expectations about these things anymore, man. I'm just really, just more of exciting, and then hopefully I can just still, you know, bring an awesome vibe and just interaction with people out there, and hopefully they just, you know, feel something. That's what I kind of want to do when I DJ. Like sometimes I don't mean, it's funny, like, you know, you play these songs that you think is just so awesome and so moving to you, and you look back out in the crowd and they're kind of just like, that's different. Yeah. But at the same time, it's still like you're captivating them in a sense, you know. So there's no right or wrong to it. It's just, you know, some people will move to their own bounce, I guess.
Oh, no, appreciate it.
You know, if it's like I mean, at the end of the day, like, people will use this as, you know, a crutch versus like, I'm using this to help maybe just guide me, even just as like more medicinal use, as in like maybe I have trouble sleeping, you know, can't get an appetite, you know, etc., etc. Why I do it, I mean, personally, I enjoy it. That's why. Yeah. But it's not like I get where you're coming from. Like, I totally get it. And there's times where, like, you know, I had to discipline myself. You know, take a tea break. You know, go this time without smoking, X amount of smoking. But it's good that now, like, I use it to where, like, I kind of just use it as a tool to where, like, you know, I'll come home, I'll smoke weed if I need to. Yeah. But if not, it's kind of more for the nighttime. But then also, like, I also get like a creative. It's also another cool creative outlet as well. A lot of producers will say to me, like, you know, it's great, you know, to be creative, but when it comes to like mixing and mastering, no sir. Like, you know,
no, I feel that.
Can't balance anything out. I feel that. I think in all, just like life, it's just a balance of it all. You know, like obviously, I don't be too dependent on it. Don't rely like, this is my stress reliever, this is my whatever. Like, no, I mean, just use it, you know, but use it with care.
Yeah, no, absolutely. You know, sometimes I still feel a little geeked up because of so much shit that I did, but
you'd be really surprised what, like, you just telling you something, being your own positive reinforcement, you know. I feel like it's really easy, like, you know, even me being a coach, you know, like, it's easy to be more positive reinforcement for someone else and then for your own self, because I feel like in the time and age now where, like, we are more openly conscious aware of, like, ourselves, our actions towards others, we have to consider, you know, why we tick this way and that, you know, like, why do I tell myself bad things about myself versus like, no, like, you gotta give yourself grace. Always give yourself grace, you know, like, we're not perfect, but then slowing yourself down to tell yourself that, like, that's not who I am to the core, that's not how I should be thinking, you know. And no, I feel that, I totally feel that, man. Like, there's times where I give so much pressure on myself, you know, to writing, constantly, you know, feeling like, you know, months prior or maybe like a year or two prior, feeling like I just feel like, you know, I got like identity crisis, you know, like not knowing what you want to do, who you want to be, or anything. But in all, slow down, breathe, and appreciate all that you have around you that really does work in your favor, you know, and then find the small joys in that, so it will help ease you into where you need to be, you know. We fall short a lot, man. We fall short so much, and thank goodness for people to remind us, you know, that it's okay, we're human. You still got this, you know, like, just because you fell off the path once doesn't mean that you can't get back on it. Come on, let's do it. So I just made this with the homie. He helped me cut the vocals up. Okay. It was really tight. I bounced it. Yeah.
Nothing but a butt shaking party. 2,000 people freaking at the party. We're gonna wanna have a party. 2 lives on another party. Nothing but a butt shaking party. 2,000 people freaking at the party.
Crazy.
Feeling really comfortable with just like saying fuck it, I'm gonna make whatever I want, I'm gonna go whatever sound I feel like that's gonna resonate with me, and hopefully it's just gonna be a, sometimes you just want to make some ass shake, but sometimes you just don't.
Yeah.
It's okay, you know, it's okay.
I feel that.
There's another recent one. This is Isaiah Rashad, so
Okay.
you'll definitely hear it's just an acapella I pulled, but just built around it. Pretty cool.
Alright, for sure. I got that jam.
It's really cool, man. It's cool to be involved with, like, you know, again, like people in their own lane just pushing boundaries, and then like, you know, finding other people that, like, I look at it as like, you know, it's not just like blending of the cultures. It's truly just like sometimes it's just selfish result. Like maybe he just fucks with me. Maybe you know, he fucks with these certain artists and he wants me to play, you know, like that kind of thing, which is really dope, man. And that's kind of cool when it comes to like curated events. You know, like as if like, you know, maybe private property one day would maybe have like, you know, private property and friends. You know.
That's literally
You know what I'm
definitely
saying?
working on that. Yeah.
And you could just like, you know, have like a whole big conglomeration. I make music too. You know, got the connection. And then it's like, hey, you want to collab? Yeah, sure, send me something. And then like, boom, you know, we just start working on shit. And then it's kind of cool because like, you know, he knows like at least 2-3 times more than me and shit. You know what I mean? But to still him give me like, you know,
time of day and work something.
yeah, time of day and work something with me and treat me just like anybody else of like his caliber as well too. Is like really dope. Because me in hindsight too, like maybe I'm showing him something that he hasn't seen also. You know?
Yeah, exactly.
And that's really the beauty of collabs like that, you know.
I think that's one of the best ways, like to really know that somebody is humble, because like even though they may be like just a little bit better or way better than you and technically and stuff like that, but for them to be like, hey, like this person's either new up and coming or he's still learning, or like he's a little bit established, but I may know this, but you know, he probably heard your drums like, holy shit, like now I know what I can try out. I can do this and that. That's the beauty of it.
Literally, because it all started with just like my drums, probably. You know, like it just really just started with just like, you know, like it was just that, and then from there we just, you know, having just keep throwing the idea back and forth, and it's cool. Now it's playable. You know, maybe not yet to release, but it's just dope that he can play this tonight, and it just feels good for me, man, knowing that like that's something that like he gets to play on a really dope sound system in the underground scene, you know, at the right time for a specific group of people who would appreciate that art, you know.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, that'd be sick, dude.
super tight, yeah.
Heavy, being heavy, I'ma show you this feeling is sacred. Studio, 4 screens, watching rappers take name and they tell me I'm grateful. I want it all back. 90s baby, give me all that. Kenan Thompson with the guard, ayy. Show you changing when I saw it, ayy. It was all good, now I'm docking for my flowers. Walk up in the city, sending shouts out to my daughters. Play my vibes, stay fresh like this is sour.
Kind of spawned from somewhere, right?
Yeah.
So this is like that one track that kind of started all as far as like me being able to like have the options and instruments, like not feel like I'm going back and having to restart over again. No, like you could just, the same projects you have, you can just take that shit and just remake it, you know, in different patterns, different formats, different arrangements, different whatever. So yeah, this is just kind of like if I had to like take apart all this into everything else, it all starts from this one track right here. Yeah. I feel like it ain't even us sometimes, man. Like if we're able to admit that like we're not the source and it's coming from somewhere else, you know what I mean? Like straight up, man. Like so I don't think that, like sometimes I feel like I'm just I'm just the vessel and I'm getting the signal. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like even when I'm spinning and DJing, like it doesn't really feel like it's me. You know what I mean? It's just higher self of me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I don't want to get too introspective about it.
Oh, no,
I
you're
think
good.
I'm cool. Hey, sweetheart.
Yeah,
But yeah, welcome to our home.
yeah, appreciate you guys having us.
How far y'all
We're gonna
staying?
get us off.
Can us? Oh, that's far.
We're so used to it. Have you ever hit a hole in one?
Yes, I have.
Wow,
Several
nice.
times.
Yeah.
This the GOAT, guys. I'm telling you, like this is where I. This
Did
is
you
where I
play
get-
golf in high school and stuff too?
Yeah, I played in high school and college.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah.
That's
That's what I do now. I'm a golf coach.
Okay, yeah, he was mentioning that to us earlier. That's dope. That's super cool. I've always wanted to just try it out and see.
Whoa.
Yeah, whatever.
Oh my
y'all
god, you were
want,
recording the whole time.
Let me look at the ad 1 second. Let me tell you. Because you probably have to go to the Peters Art Station then, because that's where it's probably at. But it's probably not that far from there though from you, because again it's in Castleberry Hill, so it's like around where you're at.
I think
Right
it's
now.
here, but it's a different outside.
Let's see here. 1 second.
Okay, we're in the food hall.
Wait, what happened? Just trying to look for it?
Go. I say go upstairs. Go upstairs and towards the back, and that's like,
This is yellow circles.
yeah, you gotta go upstairs like
That's
towards the
not
back, and it's like a
Yours?
big old
Oh, ours.
it's like a big old room that you'll go into, and that's where his art emporium is. But I'm looking at the ad itself to see where he's having it at from 2 to 7.
You want a shot?
Go pull my boot.
Oh my
That's
god.
amazing.
Hold on. Shot, cameraman. I'm just kidding. Brandon. Alright. Cheers, y'all.
Salute, salute, salute. Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, I forgot this part.
Enjoy that. How'd that taste?
Oh, I love it. Ah, yeah.
Good?
I'll take one too.
Sweet, right?
So good.
I don't know. It's just because I don't really like peanut butter a lot, and it just tastes like
Me
peanut
neither,
butter.
but-
is it? Do you like it?
Yeah.
I drank a whole bottle of this
It's
in
just me.
Miami.
Yeah.
This?
Dude.
Hey, Anna.
I was drinking. I was just gatekeeping it.
Sometimes you got to. It's like that.
That's sick.
Alright, I'm gonna go take the doggies out real quick.
Wow. Yeah. Don't mind if I do.
I know. I want to go to Japan.